on the waste E. Once you're in waste E, you're going to look to the right side of your screen and you'll see these blue boxes. My screen is going to look a little bit different than yours might just because I have admin permissions. But there's the option to create a tag and then create a template. Creating a template is recommended for waste that will be generated again in the future. If waste is not one that's expected to be generated again, you can go ahead and create a one-time tag. Today I will go through and create a template. So if I click on it, it's going to give me the option between chemical and universal. Universal waste should only be used for batteries, waste lamps, or aerosol cans. Very rarely will you end up using it. It's mainly chemical waste that gets picked up. So I'm going to go ahead, click on the chemical. And then when completing the template or the tag, the template name is recommended to be the common name of the waste that others in the area can identify it. The lab or the facility will have a pull down list of areas that you are assigned to in RSS. So whatever groups you are a part of will come up here. And then the area will also be able to put in. You can enter the specific location because this location will be where EHS collects the waste from when it's ready for disposal. And then you will proceed to entering the physical state of the waste and the container type in which you are accumulating. So I'll go ahead and do an example one. Let's say I have sulfuric acid. I'm going to put it in the EHS hazardous waste shed. My storage location, we'll put it in building 74. Physical state, liquid container, let's say I have it in a plastic bottle. The container size, we'll go ahead and say that it's 1 gallon. Now for the chemical constituents, you want to enter each waste constituent and the associated percentage separately. So you can use the plus icon to add each constituent. The constituents must add up to 100%. If the constituent is present in a range, say 5 to 10%, you want to enter the midpoint of that range. Trace chemicals can also be added for any constituents, even if the primary constituents already equals 100%. So let's say here I have TI, water, but it's not showing up, so I'm just going to hit it there. Say 80% TI water. You'll see this drop down allows me to choose trace ppm or trace. I'm just going to do percentage for right now, and then we'll say that the rest is sulfuric acid. Say an 85% sulfuric acid, it automatically makes it 20%. Adds it up together, we have a total of 100%. Then you'll move on to enter the hazards of the waste. There may be more than one hazard that is applicable. You can consult the STSs for the primary constituents of the waste if you are unsure. If none of these apply to your waste, you can select toxic because that is required for the tag. I'm going to go ahead, it's corrosive acid and toxic. In the comment section, it's recommended that you enter the common name by which area personnel can easily differentiate the waste from others in the same area. The comment section can also be utilized to request replacements for your container. If this is a waste that you always need a replacement for, you want to put replacement in the comments. I'll show you that in a second. This allows you, instead of filling out the supply request form every time, when you add it to the comments, EHS will automatically bring you a new container when this waste is picked up. So I'm just going to call it sulfuric acid again, and then if I want a replacement container of 1 gallon every time, I go ahead and put replacement in here, and we will know, it'll pop up on our end when it goes in to be picked up. So I'll go ahead and hit create template. Now let's go to EHS House Waste Shed. This will look a little different on your end just because of my permissions on here. And then, but it's all the same in the end. So you have the ability to edit the tag with the green pencil, and you have the ability to delete the template with the trash can. Now, when you go back into Waste E, what it's going to look like for you is it'll show up under your lab/facility templates, and you're going to want to click on the tag icon. So if I click the tag, you see it pops up here once again, but now at the bottom, it allows me to save and print. So you're going to want to hit save and print if you want to print this out, and I will show you what that waste tag looks like now. So the tag's going to have a system issued tracking number that is unique to that container. So make sure that you are not reusing the same piece of paper with each container. You should be printing a new piece of paper for every container. It automatically enters the accumulation start date, and it will identify the date in which the container must be removed from satellite disposal location. Even if it's not full yet, EHS needs to collect it. It's how we comply with the law. What you're going to do, you can see the lines on this piece of paper. You're just going to fold it up and put it into the adhesive sleeve and stick it right on to the container. And you can view the waste containers in your area by going to, there'll be an option to select View My Tags here, and the information listed includes the specific location of each container, the number of days it's been in service, the number of days before the container must be moved. You can also edit a tag and reprint from this location. If a new constituent has been added that wasn't previously there, you can go ahead and add that in. Just make sure that you are not reprinting an existing tag to use on a new container. If you have a new container of waste, be sure that you are printing the new tag from your template. And that is the process of creating a template or creating a tag for your waste in RSS.